So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD, and today I have the full Easter egg guide for you to complete the Easter egg on Zetsubou no Shima to get you the Seeds of Doubt Easter egg achievement. This guide will go into extreme detail to allow you to complete this Easter egg 100% and tell you all you need to know. Now, I've been making Easter egg guides for Black Ops and Black Ops 2 Zombies, and the support has always been phenomenal on my guides. If you do find this video useful, make sure to leave a like rating before you leave watching this video, as I really would appreciate it. And if you want to do this Easter egg on co-op, leave your PSN, Xbox Live and Steam names down below in the comment section to help you find some players. Now, this Easter egg can be done in solo or with up to 4 players and requires a few prerequisites before starting. So before jumping into the map itself, you will need to make sure yourself or one of your co-op players has the Anywhere But Here Gobblegum active in their pack. You need to be at least rank 10 prestige 0 or higher in order to put this Gobblegum on. Once in the map, before being able to start this Easter egg, you're going to need the skull of Zetsubou, as well as getting the map open, including both lab areas, the bunker, having permanent power on. You get the drill. You also need to build the KT-4 wonder weapon, as this will be needed and used during one of the steps. Now, some of you may be familiar with acquiring these and some will not, so if you do need help on getting those 2 items, there'll be links in the description box below. Watch those and build those 2 weapons, then come right back to this guide to get started. Now, in the map where the skull shrine is located, if you stare at the red apothecon symbols on these pillars, they will show you 3 challenges which you need to complete in your game. Now, in co-op, every player in the game needs to complete all 3 challenges at some stage during the game before the Easter egg can be fully complete. So keep checking every so often what your progress is on your challenges and what you need to do in order to complete these, as the sooner you get this done, the earlier you can finish this Easter egg. Now, once you've got your game going and you've got the skull of Zetsubou, we can begin the first step. Now, if you're playing on solo, you want to make your way down to the bunker room containing the purple element 115 water and come to this very corner. Now, if you're playing on co-op, only 1 player needs to do this, but you want to take out your skull of Zetsubou, and holding left trigger on this wall will reveal a secret paper scrap. Holding left trigger on that will make it appear and will activate a power that all players in the game now have, where they can reveal hidden walls using this skull ability. With your skull still active and in your hands, run up towards the bunker entrance and shine your skull on this door right here. The door should evaporate, revealing a brand new hidden room. Now, this lies behind a broken elevator, and we need 3 parts in order to fix it. Now, these parts can be collected in any order, but I advise to start with this step first. So for our first part, we're going to need the KT-4 wonder weapon built, as well as the Anywhere But Here Gobblegum, and go over to the Lab A 115 water section. It's advisable you also have some decent weaponry to accompany this, as you will need it. Now, with your KT-4, shoot a charged shot at these cobwebs at the back to remove them and reveal a secret area. This part can be done solo if you're playing with multiple players, but the more players, the faster this can be done. And going down this area here will initiate a spider boss battle sequence where you need to focus your fire on its mouth. It has a few different attacks, such as slamming its legs, shooting out white acid on the ground which will hurt you if you walk into it, as well as sending in a swarm of spider enemies. These will always drop a max ammo once you've taken out the spiders, so you should have no trouble dealing enough damage to eventually take this spider boss out. It really isn't too difficult. Once it dies, walk in front of its body and hold square to pick up a piece for the upgraded KT-4. Now, if you do not know how to fully build the upgraded KT-4, check the description box below for a link to building that. Now, it's not necessary for gaining these parts, but it is needed for the final step of the Easter egg, so you might as well get this done now. Once you've picked up the part, while you're still in the spider cave, you now want to use your Anywhere But Here Gobblegum, and it should teleport you to a secret room which you've never been able to get into. Now, in here lays a few dragon eggs, as well as a cog part on the ground for you to pick up. This is the first part, and you can exit this room by just walking out of the window, and it will take you back into the Lab A section. Now, for our second cog part, we're going to need to plant seeds in any location around the map, but it needs to be watered with the blue water from Lab A and shot with a single shot of the KT-4 wonder weapon. Now, the purple water can be gotten from within the bunker, and these plants will need to be watered and then shot with the KT-4 for 3 total rounds until eventually the seed turns into a purple plant that looks like this. It's a very specific plant design as it's purple with these yellow blotches all around it, and opening one of these special plants should reveal a missile part. Now with this part, you want to make your way in the bunker and then take an immediate right through this door to the AA roof. Now if you walk up to this AA gun and hold square or X, it will load that missile that you picked up into the gun itself. Now what you want to do here is now wait until you see the plane flying over the map in the sky, and when it gets near to the AA gun, you want to hold square or X on the gun to shoot the missile at this plane, and this will cause it to blow up in a rather awesome looking fashion, and doing this will drop another cog part, and this part will be waiting for us outside the bunker, and you will notice a small smoke cloud rising above the part in case you can't seem to find it on the ground here. This is part number 2. Now for this final part, all players in the game by this point should all have their own challenges completed. Doing so will cause lightning to strike the Skull Shrine area every so often, and you'll need to have the shield built on you and have this on your person and out in front of you when the lightning strikes. Having your shield out and standing on the platform when this happens electrocutes your shield, allowing you to access and electrocute interactable objects on the map. Now one part for the KT4 upgrade uses the electrified shield, but for this step to get this last cog part, we're going to use the zipline. Now if you're playing on solo, you want to melee the control box at the top of the zipline by Lab A, then use the zipline and pull back on your left thumbstick to drop down to this secret area at the right time. Now in co-op, you want to take the zipline from the top by Lab A and have someone with an electrified shield melee the zipline box by the docks. So when the zipline player is above the secret area, almost about to land on the docks, meleeing the control panel will drop the player into a secret area, allowing them to grab the final cog part piece. Now if you drop down too early, you will fall out the map and into a death barrier like I did, which I do not advise, so make sure you do not do this too early. Make sure you do it quite late, otherwise you will fall into that. Now once all 3 cog parts have been collected, make your way back to the secret room in the bunker and hold square or X to place all of the cog parts into the circuit. The elevator will now be functional and you can take this down to a brand new area. But before doing this, I'd advise to make sure you all have a good weapon and perk loadout, such as the Haymaker, the Brecci, the Marshall 16s, assault rifles and LMGs that are preferably pack-a-punched. Gobblegums are also useful to take down with you, and if you have Perkaholic, then that is even better. Now most importantly, you need to build the gas mask before coming down this area, as without it, you will suffer from damage and eventually go down, losing all of your perks, and that is not what you want to do. It seems this area has some really strong gas that you can only be in if you have the gas mask on you. Coming out of the elevator, you want to use the upgraded KT4, the Masamune single shots, to individually burn away at these vines. Doing this will lead you into the final boss fight of the Easter egg. So once you get into this room, you want to shoot a normal shot of the Masamune at this left arm of this boss here. You can see a kind of visible spore. Shooting that will activate the fight, and this is where you'll have a lot of Thrasher zombies, normal zombies and spiders attacking you almost constantly. You want to be running around the room and killing them constantly, and then checking the cage to look at the huge boss, as every so often it will reveal a new spore on its arm. When you see this, whoever in your game or yourself with the Masamune has to shoot that spore. This will inflict damage to the boss and will also cause more enemies to spawn in, which you need to take out, and after a little while another one of his spores will be visible for you to shoot. During this process, every time you damage one of his spores, a max ammo will drop in the middle of the room, which will help you out, killing all of those enemies and repeating the cycle a few times until eventually shooting the final spore will get the end cutscene, and that, my friends, is how you complete the Easter egg for Zetsubou no Shima. Doing all this will get you the Easter egg achievement, Seeds of Doubt. Thank you for watching this, guys. Let me know in the comment section if it helped. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you on another video very, very soon.
Almost as though they were my own. Takeo Musaki, I did not believe I would find you in such a place. I was a warrior. I fought many great battles for the glory of our nation, for the honor of the dying samurai spirit. I was a hero. I share this memory. I have lived many of the same victories. I later learned that my victories were unwelcome. His betrayal was driven by petty jealousy. He knew I could endure anything, that I feared not even my own death. Punishment is one thing. This is cruelty. Who could be so evil as to desire another soul to endure such suffering? Who amongst us could be so dishonorable? Are you so blinded by your own loyalty? The orders came from the Emperor himself. My life, my path, is built upon a lie. This realm may have been corrupted and consumed by evil, but we possess the power to change things. The better tomorrow is only possible if we blow away the ashes of the past. None of us choose the means by which mercy will find us. But I am at peace. I understand what must be done. Will you be my kaishakunin? It is my honor.
One to go. Guess it's you next, Nikolai.
Nein. There is something else we must do. There is a chain of events that must be set in motion.
Okay, gotta admit, I didn't see that one coming.
Call it our insurance policy, in case we don't like